ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Kingster, and in this video I'm going to share some stories with you people. I'm going to share the story of how Brett Keane attempted to blackmail me. I'm going to share the story of how the Happy Cabbie came to be, and how the Happy Cabbie hooked Brett Keane up with a YouTube partnership. As you can imagine, this video probably won't be allowed to stay on YouTube because YouTube really doesn't like it when someone dares to pull the curtain and expose frauds for what they are, even though these frauds are public figures and all the actions of theirs that I'm discussing is congruently aligned with all of their public actions. Brett Keane is maybe YouTube's newest partner. Very odd thing that he's a partner, considering he could barely hold on to 200 subscribers, and his video views are crap. He censors, he blocks, he lies, he doc drops, he plagiarizes, and he commits consumer fraud, all of which are provable. And all of these statements I make to you under oath. Happy Cabbie got Brett Keane a YouTube partnership. Who is Happy Cabbie? Happy Cabbie is a manipulative asshole. Acts like he's on YouTube and on the internet to help people. Really interesting about people who are constantly bragging about how they're there to help people. Nearly all of them end up being full of shit, and Happy Cabbie's no exception to that. You see, what Happy Cabbie does, all that Happy Cabbie does, is he goes to Google and YouTube's question and answer pages, and he reads all the common questions, and he reads the answers for these common questions. Then he makes videos regurgitating everything he just read, and these videos, they get seen by a lot of people because these are the most common search terms. That's why it's on YouTube's frequently asked questions page. It's kind of funny, so you end up with scenarios where Happy Cabbie gets like 20,000 subscribers but only 300 views a video. Why is that? It's because he's boring as all hell. People just subscribe to him because, hey, he might be answering a question that I have. But other than that, he's not even worth listening to. So Happy Cabbie's constantly trying to work this hustle, and he spends all day on Twitter and whatnot, answering common questions. I thought Cabbie was a good guy when I first came to YouTube, until I saw him for what he really was. You see, Cabbie had known me for about a month before we even had any type of feud. And Cabbie had made a video, and this video was critical of Ron Paul. There's nothing wrong with that. I am critical of Ron Paul. However, Cabbie had said something that was factually wrong, and I called him out on it. So what Cabbie did was he blocked me, and he deleted my comments, and not only did he block me on my YouTube, he blocked me on every venue that I was on that he was on. He wanted to just bury me and make it so I was never seen or heard from, because I had made him look like a jackass. So I started to grow, and people started asking questions. Hey, what's up with you blocking Kingster? So to cover his ass, Happy Cabbie said, oh, well, I just blocked him because he's a Brett Keane troll, and he's just there to troll Brett Keane. So I went to Brett Keane, and I told him, I'm not here to troll you. I have no interest in trolling you. I'm a better entertainer than you are. You haven't been interesting since 2007, and I'm here to smoke you, but I'm going to do it fair by putting out a better program than you. Brett freaked out and tried to play nice with me at first. Then he tried to use me. He wanted me to do an interview with him so that he can put that interview on his YouTube page so that he can use me to promote his bullshit website. See, Brett wants people to go to his website because his website runs Amazon ads. And that's why he wants you to take your YouTube videos and embed them to his website so he can make money off of you. He wants to use you. Brett wanted to use me. I told him I will not support someone who censors and who blocks others. So then Brett Keane's tone changed. He started echoing what Happy Cabbie was saying about me, trying to say that indeed I was on YouTube just to troll him and to impersonate him. I even saw him type on one of my videos, oh, this guy is just here to impersonate me. Brett, there is nothing that you can do that I can't do 100 times better than you in my fucking sleep. The hair on my nutsack is worth more than you will ever be worth throughout the course of your entire life. You're the biggest piece of shit I've ever laid eyes upon, next to the Happy Cabbie, and you're even a bigger piece of shit, Brett, because of what you did to your family. See, for those of you who don't know, what Brett did was he made his wife put on some, what I would call crack whore makeup. Made her dress like a goddamn clown or something. And he made her sit on the floor and beg for money so he can have an Xbox. He made her tell, oh, we were getting evicted and we had all types of blah, 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 blah. It's all bullshit. And in that video, that same one, he had made his children come on camera so he could exploit them so he can have more money for his Xbox. And if you want to see detailed proof of this, Straight Dope did a video which shows mathematically how Brett was pulling off this scam. And it's funny, I think to myself, man, if I'm Brett Keane's son, I think to myself, what would I do to Brett Keane 10 years down the road? And I know what I would do, Brett. You see, I'd take my buck knife and I would skin you piece by piece, and I would make you eat your own flesh until you died, you fat fuck. That is honest to God what I would do to you if I were him. And that's the truth. I would think to myself, I would not allow a man to take my mother, figuratively piss on her like that in front of the entire world. That would have been your death sentence if I was your son, Brett. And no, I make no apologies for feeling that way. I am certain if you live long enough, Brett, and no, I'm not making any type of threat against you. I don't need to threaten you. Life is already making you miserable as hell due to all your failures. Don't need to threaten you, don't need to harm you. But I'm sure that if you live long enough, that young boy grows into a young man, and that young man is going to make a corpse out of you. Anyhow, so Brett Keane has a reputation for silencing all criticisms. So does Happy Cabbie. See, the only difference is Happy Cabbie is smart enough to use deflections. Brett Keane hasn't advanced to that level yet. What do I mean by smart enough to use deflections? See, what Happy Cabbie does is he selects a video, the most outrageous video on the surface you can find. Videos where people are calling him like a pedophile. And he highlights these videos. He says, see, look, I don't false flag. I don't false DMCA. If I did, I would have false flagged or false DMCA'd this video. See, it's kind of like an inverted Carney trick. You take a video that's critical of you, but the video only makes outrageous ad hom attacks about you. There's nothing in that video that would really damage your credibility, and you use that video kind of like your flash piece. And that's what Happy Cabbie does with videos that contain people referring to him as a pedophile. However, if there's a video made by me or by another person that systematically details Happy Cabbie's bullshit nature, those are the ones that Cabbie won't allow to stay on YouTube. I'm running low on time, so as I wrap this up, I want to mention something. I actually want to answer a question that people have been asking about Brett Keane's partnership. See, I have the inside scoop, and I've noticed that Cabbie's trying to manipulate and hide the facts when it comes to that. If you ask Happy Cabbie about Brett Keane's YouTube partnership that he got for him, or how he got it for him, or anything having to do with the partnership, Happy Cabbie has a generic reply that he's going to give you, and that generic reply goes like this. Well, right now, everyone can be a YouTube partner. All you have to do is monetize your videos and you're a partner. No, that's bullshit, you fucking asshat. We're not stupid. On Brett Keane's YouTube channel, he can do things that no one else can do unless they are an official partner. He can rate his videos so they have a television rating next to him. He gets top priority in the search engines, advantages that other people don't get unless they take official partnership steps with YouTube or with a third party that is authorized by YouTube. Happy Cabbie used his contact with a third party and he manipulated that third party company. How did he manipulate this third party company? Well, number one, Happy Cabbie knows damn well, and even he said so by his own admission, that Brett Keane is banned from YouTube for doc dropping. He knows this because he spends all day reading the goddamn Q&A questions listed on fucking Google. But did he tell this third-party company that when he was recommending Brett Keane for partnership? No, of course he didn't. Why didn't he? Because he's going to get a commission off of Brett Keane's videos. Either that or he was paid off by Brett to drop the good word and get that partnership. We can all see through you, Cabbie. Your walls of deceit are crumbling. Freight trains like me busting through them and exposing you for the fraud that you are. But you know what, Cabbie? We all know your days are numbered. You have cirrhosis of the liver, and we all know that sooner or later the worms are going to be doing to your face what I would be doing to Brett Keane's face if I was his son 20 years down the road, give or take. As far as you go, Brett Keane, you punk-ass bitch, you are the most boring motherfucker ever. You have a partnership, you can't even get 150 views. And all your videos are so goddamn painful to listen to, I can't even expose any more of your bullshit because I can't sit through any more of your fucking videos to find out what bullshit you're trying to push. You haven't been interesting since 2007, right after your criminal arrest record for kicking the shit out of women became public knowledge. That's when you took your fall and you never recuperated. You will never be on my level behind a fucking microphone, son. You can't whoop me in the streets, and you damn sure can't whoop me in the studio. Brett Keane, you're nothing but a relic. You're a pretender to my throne. I am the king of this radio game, and it's only a matter of time before you bow down to me, son.
Well, I clutch, two auto, matos, used to call me Fatso, now you call me Castro, my rap flows, militant, y'all faggots ain't killing shit, oops, Cristal keeps spilling shit, you overdid it, Holmes, you in the danger zone, you shouldn't be alone, hold hands and say it like me, the most shady.